my good people? Back again. Act like we never left because we didn't really, honestly.
Nah, we didn't.
We
We
didn't.
switched off. Let's
We
change
got
that.
something for you every day. So you'll see us a lot. But today we back on our anime, you know what I'm saying? So far we introduced y'all to One Piece. That was one we seen earlier. We got why am I drawing a blank? Oh, Karuku basketball and Demon
Hmm.
Slayer.
Yes.
All right. If you notice, all of them got a little bit something different. We got a samurai, like you said, with Demon Slayer. We got our sports anime. We got One Piece, the adventure, and now, so I'm gonna show y'all the breakdown. Breakdown. All right. Me and D decided. All right, we both go one for one. All right. So
Yeah.
I was like, automatically, first thing that came to mind for me was Kuruku basketball because
Yes.
it's just like that. I watched
Yeah.
that thing like 50 times already, the whole thing. So I'm like, automatically, my first one, Kuruku. He was like, hey, yo, let's do Demon Slayer.
Hmm.
Then he was like, you might hate me for this one, but let's do One Piece. And I was like, all right. And then I was like, what's going to be my second one? I had something else in mind, but then I was like, you know what? You I'm gonna tell you the two that it was between. The first one I was like, yo, let's watch a Baki. And then
That.
I was like, no, no. There's one that I don't know if too many people know about that might
Yes.
actually be better than Baki.
I don't know about that, bro. I don't know just yet. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about that.
It
That's a
might be
big
better than
statement right there.
Baki.
That's a big
So we're
statement.
gonna cover Kengan Ashura. All right, it's on Netflix. And just off the cover art, when I first seen it, I was like, yo, this looked kind of botchy in the artwork.
Yeah. That's
I
the
was like, I don't know if I want to like fully watch this one because the artwork from the cover is kind of like, eh. It
yeah.
almost looks like an old school game type towards what you're used to now.
I you said you wanted to do this one. I'm just getting you ready because Naruto was coming. Like if that's y'all
Okay, so it
Naruto
was like, I'll take this
Naruto
one, but later
Naruto.
on you're gonna get it back.
Yes, but so you mentioned this one, and I was like, I saw it in passing. I never watched it.
Yeah, because I'm
So
not even gonna lie to you. I passed it the first couple times I seen the title pop up on Netflix. I'm like,
yeah,
eh. But then I seen a video. It was like, yo, this Kenjan Ashura show is like that. Like the fight scenes is
yeah.
like that. So I was
So
like, all right,
all right, I'm gonna give you pros and cons. I'm not
okay,
trying to be a bash. You know how in One Piece you couldn't you the art was like, ugh.
yeah,
I have a thing about 2D and 3D. I don't know what
okay,
it is about my eyes, but sometimes my eyes just like I can't watch this for too much longer. Like I can't.
right,
So at first, when it first came on, it looked clean if it was by itself. But then when you bring the background into it with also the main character, it kind of made me feel like, what the hell am I watching? Like somebody
yeah.
missed the
So
animation step.
matter of fact, you actually kind of put it perfectly for the artwork. It's almost
Yeah.
like you take the 2D and it was like the beginning of 3D. Like you just created 3D because it almost looked like even the muscles was almost like boxy,
Yes.
almost like it was pointed edges on the muscles, and it's like, I don't know.
But
But in the
then
first episode,
when the
it's a
story,
fight from the start.
and that's the part I had to like, all right, you got Tyrell watching Adventure. You love fighting, you love kickboxing, just see how it goes.
Ooh,
And
all right,
also see
bro,
how they
I'm so
have like
hyped for you to watch this. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Knowing you and your background,
I can't lie. I'm not gonna lie. I got the first fight scene was clean. It was super clean. It was super
bro,
clean.
like
Back alley, they
just
ready to
random.
work.
Random. You see this old guy walking down the street, and
Yeah.
you see this big, huge dude walking with this smaller guy in the back alley, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I know they're about to fight, so I'm gonna watch
Rumble.
this." Like he's like, "Yo, it only happens where the smaller guy beats the bigger guy in like storybooks."
Yes.
So he's about to get crushed,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm a little punk, so I'm not gonna help. I'm just gonna watch.
Just watch. And it's crazy because like we don't know why they're fighting.
Right?
We
I
find
don't even
out
think it
that
was a
the
real
little
reason
gentleman,
why.
he picked the fight with the bigger gentleman. We have no like why would you do that? And then you take him
Right?
off, and then you see the narrative story and background talking about how like he's from the family. He's a badass, and like if you really want to fight somebody, this is not who you want to fight.
Right?
And then you see Omar's the main protagonist
Yeah.
in this whole thing.
Oma is the main fighter.
He's
Oma
like
Kushida.
he's almost like being playful with this. Like he's like
Right?
playing with his food, and like he's waiting for him when he tried to like crush him with the boots. He's like, "Yep, I knew that was coming." Distraction. Like he's just like basically doing play by play, boom, boom, and then like just takes him out. Just
Right.
takes him
The
out.
fact that he did a play by play while fighting him,
Yes.
like it was like, bro, like I already know I'm gonna whip you, but I just want to see if I can guess your moves before you do it.
It, it was clean. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it made
It
me
was
kind of forget about how bad I felt the artwork was because it looked clean in the fighting scene. And then once the fighting is over, you see how the fight uh, motivated the older gentleman to do things that he hasn't done in years, explored, and like it shows you how like the testosterone
right,
level and everything went crazy. And I was
right,
like, this show is left. This show was
and
definitely left field.
and the fact
It's not
that
a,
after the fight, you seen Oma walk past the older gentleman and was like, "Oh, you look, what you want to fight too?" Like, bro, you just going around beating up everybody? That's how we
old,
doing it?
old man was like, yo, bro, I
He
don't
was like, "Nah,
want
I ain't about that
problems.
life."
Nah. And it
My
shows
bad.
like how he just went on and had his little adventure, had fun, and then find out that he's a regular worker that gets kind of like abused at work. He gets all the hard jobs, all these things like that. And he gets like summoned to the office. And when he gets summoned to the office, even the head boss of the boss comes down, was like, what did you do? You're getting
Right,
summoned to go to the headquarters by the chairman. And he's like, I didn't do nothing. I just work
right.
and
Like you could
keeps
tell how the old man is. Like he's just so scared,
yeah.
and it's like the first thing that the chairman asked, he was like, "Yo, how do you resolve a problem?" And he give like this little easy cookie cutter smart answer, and he like, "Nah, you beat it out of him." He's like, in his head, he like, "Yo, that's not how you resolve a problem."
Yes.
So he's like, the chairman is like explaining this whole fight life thing, underground fight club almost that he's in, and it's like, "Oh, you wondering why I'm telling you this, right?" He was like,
Yeah.
"Well, our company is about to get in this tournament." And then he was like, "The guy that I usually have fighting can't make it for some reason, and so we got a new fighter."
Yeah.
And then in comes Oma, and the old man is like, "Oh snap!"
Because he just see what he just did. He's like, yo, I'm not doing anything with this man. I don't want nothing to do with this man. Whatever he wants, let him have it. And he's like, oh, so y'all know each other. This
Yeah,
should make it easier.
right.
Like, what easier? What are you talking about?
He's like, "I'm not fighting him." He's like, "No, idiot. Like, I just want you to be like basically his caretaker during this whole journey of this
Yes.
tournament." So it was funny because like the end of the episode, like the first thing he say, Oma says is, "Yo, let's go get some food."
And it made the dude feel like this wasn't a suggestion or a question. This was a demand. And like,
Right.
and you see also like breaking the fourth wall and like the side conversations. Like, it wasn't like you see the guy talking, but the narrative in the background is like his inner monologues, inner thoughts,
Yeah.
all coming out. And it's
Yeah.
like this dude's aura was insane, intense, and he's gonna be the character. And then you see the other lady that's in the office. She's like, "Why do we have him here?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
what's
why
going
why
on?
would you
What's the
give him
true
that job?
intentions?" And you see there's a plot on the download that we really don't know what's happening, but there's something bigger brewing up.
Right. So then you get to the next episode, and it's like the old man I guess he gets an address or whatever to come get Oma, and he gets to the house and he's like, "Wait, did I go to the wrong place? Like this place is run down. You got holes in the floor,
Branches everywhere, everything.
branches everywhere." So he starts calling out his name and kind of like creeping around looking, and then out comes Oma, bloody as I don't know what. And the old
Yes.
man's like, "Oh no, I gotta get you to a hospital or something." He's like, "Oh no, this ain't mine." So then he like, "Wait a minute, did he just beat somebody else up already?"
That's all he thought about. That's all I thought. So too. I'm like, yo, we in this like rundown place, and then you see this giant boar,
Right.
and it's like, did you just kill that? He's like,
Yeah. He like,
why?
"Yeah, I mean, I killed it to eat, to survive."
And
He
then you
was
see the
like, "That's what I'm
breakdown.
fighting for." He was
See the
like,
breakdown.
"What do you do?" And the old man was like, "Wait a minute, he right. Like we just buy ours from the store."
Yes, yes. Because like the whole process of actually like surviving, I kill to survive, and then in comes two Russians, bro, and the
Right.
Russians come, we got the hoods on, everything else. He's like, "Did you bring company, old man?" He's like, "Nah, I ain't bring nobody. I don't want no smoke. I'm just here to help out." And the dude comes off with, "I just need you to spend a couple of days in the hospital," and I'm
Yeah.
saying like, "You talk that talk? Do you know this man? It's
Right.
about to get cracking."
So already, second episode in, you have another fight already. That's two
Yeah.
for two for fights
Yes.
already. So it's like, okay, all right. So this dude, he takes off his hood and the old man recognizes him. Like,
Yeah.
yo, these are some bad dudes.
But he scouted him though. He said he's known for his high kicks. He already got the knowledge of what's going on. Which,
Right.
yeah,
So my man's like, all right, he trying to fight him. Kenjan's still like, yeah, whatever. This is cake work.
yeah,
Knocks him down. And the dude gets back up and looks at the guy that he came in with, the bigger guy, and was like, yo, don't help. And you see the bigger dude just destroys him. It was like, what?
yes.
Like, bro, what? And he was like, yo, I just want you to know that I'll be the person that you fight in this tournament. I'm your first fight. And you
Yes.
like, bro, like you just like killed this dude in one hit and now you supposed to fight him?
And like it's also it said like for Omar was like the way that cut was that was artery. He's dead. He's gone. Like it
Right,
just tells you that how like but you didn't even see a knife or a blade in his hand. You just thought it was, which propels to the next part when they actually get into the fight. You find out that it's over property, and this is how people back in the day they have a giant underground family that
right,
when they have disputes, that's why the Keegan thing was even invented. They decide off your fighter, my fighter, whoever wins this actual fight. This dispute is now settled. This one's about a property that could be to $1 billion worth of revenue,
right.
and
And
that's
the
what is going
old
to be in
man
a
is like,
$1 billion fight.
are y'all serious right now? Like, y'all just gonna put that on the line for a fight?
Yes, with
Come on.
ease. Like with the construction, everything going on. Like, yeah, we don't fight. We got fighters. That's how they solve their things. And it's like in your mind, it's like I can see this happening. This is
Right.
how you settle disputes. Like, yo, I want this property. You want this property too? Yo, bring your mans over here. We're gonna sell this way, then keep it moving. And
Yeah.
then you see the dude come out there, Brawlic is everything ready to go and rumble, and they start going at each other. But you thought it was me like traditional, he just cleans the floor with him, but that's not what happens at
Right.
all.
Right. Like it was to the point where the chairman was like, he kind of, you can tell he knows his fighters
Yeah.
because he was like, yeah, Oma is like the lady was like, why aren't they like going at each other yet? And
Hmm.
the chairman's like, nah, he's filling them out. Like
Yeah.
he got something coming. And like you said, Kenjin is like, or I mean, Oma is like, yo, I'm gonna wipe the floor with you real quick. And you see, he gets on top of him because he knocks him down and about to go smash his face in, and he just stops. And
Yes.
old boy takes a swipe at him, and when Oma gets up, he got cuts on him.
Bro, when that happened, I was like, all right, so that's what they use for the blade joint. But then they tried to explain grip strength,
Right,
smashing strength, and what's the grappling term? It's like, was it like you squeeze, grip, and I forgot the toss was the other one. I think it was.
Yeah,
Um,
something like
and
that.
and how like his grip, if it was so strong that it actually cuts through flesh,
Yeah,
and that explains why he was able to cut through his partner's, well, his dead partner's
yeah,
artery, and how he was able to basically take off his actual skin off that. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
right. So now it's like, oh man, Oma might be in trouble. Like, this might be bad news. Like, he can't get close. And Omar sees that, so he's like, "All right, I'm gonna just switch it up a little bit."
Yeah,
So then they go back to fighting, and he still ends up smashing homeboy.
bro, he figured him out. He figured out that he needs to have enough force and also power. They actually generate enough actual energy to do his technique. And once they
Right?
got so close to him and like negate that, like, yep,
Yeah, it was almost like it was going. They was doing almost like a what's the thumb war joint almost. Like they was just like palms together, and like he couldn't do nothing at that point because he couldn't close his fingers enough to get
yeah,
enough force. So he ends up beating him. So I'm like, all right, bet. Third episode comes.
bro. I got so hyped when this third episode. I
Bro,
got so hyped because I love wrestling. For y'all don't know
three
about
for
this,
three. Three episodes, three fights.
and when they said, but you also see in episode two how the crowd was under the family and they were the business people. They didn't know the smarts technique of him stopping it. But you see the shadows of other fighters, and they
Yeah,
all picked up on what he did and how why he was so successful. And then
yeah,
you saw this big monster figure, and then next episode you see that he was the actual professional wrestler that is his next challenger. I got hype. I'm like, yo, we got some wrestling.
bro. And not only that, like this is the first time that you actually see a different side of Oma during his fights. So
Tell me right now, when you seen that, okay, so the wrestling dude was giving the business. It wasn't he was they
he
were
was
rumbling.
giving him work.
So Omar was running through everybody in the first two episodes. This last episode, he got ran through. This man was
Bro,
not winning. He
like
had a tap into
he was
something he
giving him
said
the
he
work
hasn't
so
done.
much that Omar was basically like unconscious, and Homeboy was just like, "Nah, he's not done yet,
Yes.
bro."
So
Like it was
tell me how
crazy.
you felt. Tell me how you felt when he seen how Omar went to this dark place with all the candles. And then what did you
Right.
first start you think?
So when I first seen it, I was like, "Bro, it might be done for him."
I did too. I thought he was passed over. I'm like, but it's just started. The season it's the
Right.
episode.
I'm like, is like, I know the chairman said he had another fighter. So was this just like the fill in until his other fighter came back? Like,
Facts.
yo, he's done. Like my man was picking him up and doing his next move on him just
Yes.
so they wouldn't stop the fight. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like he sent them to the next world.
And then when he said that I haven't had it's been a long time since I tapped into this, we find out
Right,
that there's a side of him that we had thought that was top level. It's not. Almost like a
right,
Super Saiyan type mode. And then you just see him do attack the windpipe, bro. That thing was so smooth. So freaking
bro. But
smooth.
the crazy part is though, like when Omar was losing, you see the old man in the crowd and like some drunk dude next to him, like, yeah, he's getting his butt whipped. He's about to lose. He's done. And the old man just snapped off at him, like, yo, he's not done.
Nope.
Like, he can't be done. Like, he ain't know nothing about this. He was just hopeful.
Yes. Yep.
Then my man just, like, he just pops up and, like, oh, yeah. Like, I got my groove now.
But his
Like,
whole aura about him was different. His whole
yeah.
stance was different. It's like a
The
new
old man
level.
said it like I've never seen like this is not Oma.
And then, bro, on top of that, we also seen glimpses throughout the episode that Omar's fighting in this tournament. We found out why. Because he's trying to get, it sounds like a rematch with somebody else from his past. And then
Yeah,
we've
that
seen the
that comes
dude,
at the end of it.
yeah, we've seen the dude with the long hair, everything else, and we're like, ooh, a tournament. Like I'm like, oh, so y'all trying to get each other. Y'all knew the only thing that will happen is a massive tournament to try to take over the new president. It's gonna bring everybody out and he gets to cross paths with him.
Right. And like you said, like that don't even come about until after the fight is over.
Yeah.
Like Oma, like you said, he attacks the windpipe of the wrestler and knocks him out cold. So you thinking the wrestler is done. And then
I
this
was
old
mad.
man comes out of nowhere and was like, "Yo, that's impressive. All right, you got me. Okay, I'm interested now. Let's have this big tournament, fight for the presidency of this group." And everybody's like, "Yes." And then you see the wrestler pop back up like nothing happened and was like, "Yes, let's do this."
Bro. And then they mentioned another fighter's name that represents the president. And
Yeah,
they showed a shadow figure of him and everybody was like
bro. Like
terrified.
all the fighters that was watching, like, yeah, this dude is legit. Like, is he even here? Like, like, is he here? Like, I'm excited. Is
Yes.
he gonna show up?
It tells you so you have that storyline of the president and they're trying to overturn the president and properly
Right,
evaluate. We got the wrestling guy who we thought was done is not done. He's gonna be in the actual tournament. We also hear about
right,
even the old man. I think his son's a fighter, bro. Cause he said his one son's invested in some bad people and the other son's inside the room. So they're gonna come back eventually with something. And then you have the old history of the actual, I guess, the original fighter who beat
right.
Omar back in the day. That's a lot happening.
So like I said, I seen this one, but it's some more to the story. It's more to
Yes.
the story. So, like you said, you see the flashback, and it's like, yo, who is this other guy that like Oma is hyped now because he's like, yo, ain't no way this dude is gonna pass up this tournament. So now I get my chance.
Yes. Bro,
So it's
I
like, ooh,
good pick.
ooh,
Really, really good pick. Really good pick.
bro. I'm
It
trying to
made
tell
me
you,
forget about the art. It made
I'm
me how the storyline was going. It made me totally forget about like I don't like this art, but I love the story, so I'm gonna keep watching.
I'm trying to tell you, like I got the inside scoop on this because I've watched it. Like I went
So,
back to watch it again. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna just say this. After we get I want to say after we do like two more of these for Kenjin, I want to go back and see how much or your stance change of how it compares to Baki. Not even the whole thing. Just 9 episodes. Nine
bro,
episodes. I
Baki was
want to
incredible.
see how your stance changed.
Baki
Because
has
right now
Muhammad
you
Ali
like I don't
Jr.,
know.
bro. Yeah, I don't
Baki
know.
is serious.
Baki
Baki
has
is serious,
Muhammad Ali Jr. And that's how people don't know. I'm down for it. I'm down. Let's go.
bro.
We're
I'm
gonna
trying to
come back.
tell you.
We're gonna talk about it.
I'm
We're gonna
trying to
talk
tell
about
you. So I want y'all to like if y'all didn't watch this, please watch this. Like I'm trying to tell you, especially if you like a big mixed martial arts or fighting or anything like
it. Yeah.
that. Like don't worry about the cover art because it's gonna draw you in. I'm trying to tell you. Like I watched it and I was like, yo, this is it. Like
I
this
can't.
is it.
I'm excited, bro. I'm excited because like, darn, we gotta wait. Well, next week is Demon Slayer and Kuroko basketball. Then we're back
Yep.
at this the following week. So,
Yep.
yeah, we're gonna keep doing like 6 to 9 episodes a month and get this thing cracking. So, I'm excited.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you. Ooh, I'm excited for you to watch these next three, bro. I'm trying to tell you, you're gonna be like, I feel like by the end of the whole thing, you're gonna be
Yeah,
like, yeah, you was right. You was right.
we're gonna
Like
see.
it's up there
We're
with
gonna see.
Baki. If not past Baki, you're gonna be like, it's up there with Baki,
You think this is
bro. Because honestly, like I said, I watch all the episodes that are out right now. I don't think it's done yet. Like it's still more to it. So I think it's still an ongoing thing.
well, ladies and gentlemen? Please join us in the new block. It's a new block, Ghost V family,
It's
as we
okay because
continue to
New
keep.
Block is in the Ghost
It's
V
in the
family
family, so
now.
as we keep on
It's in the
joining, keep
family
doing
now.
things. This anime, this one dropped Tuesday, so this is. I'm
Bro,
ready. I'm excited.
I'm so excited for this. You gonna love it. You gonna love
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
But we'll catch y'all on the next one. You know what I'm
Peace and
saying?
love.
Stay tuned. Likes, share, comment, all that.
Absolutely.
Subscribe. Let us know what you think. I'm trying to tell y'all gonna like this one too. All right.
Peace.